Even if only one person is able to connect with each song, Michelle considers this to be a success. Michelle Schultz, up next on the Chris Top Program.
The Chris Top Program, only live on Spreaker.com.
Spreaker.com.
And a proud member of iHeartRadio.
You can either talk in the Chris Top Program. Take it from the top.
Thank you for calling the Attention Deficit Hyperactive Disorder Hotline. If you have ADHD, please press 1. So you do have ADHD. Is this correct? Please press 1. Now that we know the it is only necessary to make your selection. It has been established you do have ADHD. Please. Okay, dude, seriously, if you want help, you're going to have to stop playing with the keypad. Oh, look, it's a shiny ball with bells on it. Thank you for calling the Attention Deficit Hyperactive Disorder Hotline. Portions of the day's programming are reproduced by means of electrical transcriptions or tape recordings.
You can either talk in the Chris Top Program.
I am the one and only Chris Top.
You can either talk in the Chris Top Program.
Broadcasting live from my lavish studio apartment.
The VCR and the DVD, there was a night of that flat back in 1970. We didn't know about the World War Web was a whole different game being played back when I was a kid. Wanna get down in a cool way, picture yourself on a beautiful day. Big bell bottoms and groovy long hair, just walking in style with a party full MP3 play. You can listen to the music on the Chris Top Program. You can hear the music on the Chris Top Program.
This is the Chris Top Program.
And I'm the one and only Chris Top, broadcasting live from our lavish studio apartment here in sunny Clarksville, Tennessee, with an ocean view. How the hell are you doing, world?
Sup?
So broadcasting live from our lavish home studio. That sounds good.
Broadcasting live from our lavish home studio
here in sunny Clark. That works.
Yeah, I like it.
I just got to get in the habit.
Yeah, because now I'm going to say home studio apartment.
Yeah, we'll
that's
have
not
to.
going to make any sense.
No, it's not going to make any sense at all. We'll have to put like a giant cue card up on the wall in front of me so I get used to it.
Yeah,
because I'm going to screw up. For sure. We've got one interview next week, and that'll be the last interview we do here.
Yeah, that's going to be kind of bittersweet.
Is it kind of sad?
Kinda, not really sad, but like bittersweet and exciting, and mostly exciting.
Yeah. Are these the good old days that we'll look back at?
I don't know. I feel like they will be good old days.
Are we gonna miss the cramped apartment?
I don't think we are. I think it'll be the memories that we'll look back on fondly.
Yeah. So Stephanie maybe will actually be the last interview we do here in this apartment.
And then we're moving on.
I'm so excited about the zombie song, dude.
If I were a zombie.
No, that's not really how it goes. But we're going to have her on the show next
week?
Yeah, it's going to be
Thursday.
Thursday.
That's perfect because the Fear the Walking Dead's on next week, too.
Yeah, that works out good. So next Thursday, August 27th at 5 p.m. Central, Stephanie Maybe. If you don't know who she is, I'll actually give you a little, I've got the YouTube video.
Are you going to sing the song for us, Chris?
No, I'm just going to play like a little bit of it.
Apocalypse. I'd be slowly walking in a group stalking you. You'd be the only man alive that I could not resist. Then all of your friends that tried to kill us, but only because they'd be jealous that our love is deeper than Edward and Phyllis. Oh, if I were a zombie, I'd never eat your brain. I just want your heart, I want your heart.
But that's Stephanie Maybe.
Woo!
So I've been listening to her stuff for years, and
I've just recently started, and I really like her music.
Yeah, and it makes me feel cool to actually have her on the show. Just because, a lot of these artists, we meet them and then we have them on the show, but I've been following her for a long time, so it's a little different for me, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it should be pretty fun. Now, you remember the song Camouflage by Michelle Schultz that we played a few times?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm excited. Michelle is really super talented. And
Super.
I've got to ask, when there's going to be new music coming out, because that's really the only song that she has released right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't wait for some more stuff to come out. So hopefully it's not going to be like a year or two.
No!
Yeah, but I
Better
guess
not be.
she'll be the one to tell us, though.
That's right.
Yeah. So Michelle Schultz coming up next on the Chris Top program. Okay, I want you to say Magnolia Emporium.
Magnolia Emporium.
Magnolia Emporium.
That's what I said. Magnolia Emporium.
No, not Magnolia Emporium.
I said that. Magnolia Emporium.
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 No, not young. It's Magnolia Emporium.
Handy Randy.
Magnolia Emporium.
704-248-6808. We want your space to reflect your success.
Hey, how about we stay up all night, eat Fig Newtons, and play Jenga?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, yeah, okay. I guess I'll just give Jeff his Jenga game back. Maybe he'll let me borrow it again next year. Hey, you want to go to the bathroom and put each other's deodorant on? You can put mine on and I can put yours on.
Nope, I'm good. I already got deodorant on.
Oh, yeah, okay. Maybe some other time, because you don't always wear deodorant. Hey, how about we go to the kitchen and eat cold eggs? They've only been there since this morning.
Nah, I'm good.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Maybe we can do it tomorrow morning. I'm sure they'll still be there. Hey, how about we go check out the world's largest watermelon? It's in Palmyra. I heard if we stay all day, they'll let us eat some.
No.
Oh, okay. Maybe we can go check it out next year. I don't know if it'll be in Palmyra, though. Hey, do you want to put peanut butter in our pants and dance?
You know what? Actually...
All right, cool. We'll use Crunchy.
On second thought, I think I'm good.
Oh, yeah, sure. Okay. Maybe we can do it next time if we don't run out of peanut butter. Hey!
This has been a Chris Top production.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
Mr. Pop.
Take it from the top.
Okay, so it looks like Michelle Schultz, her limo was on the way, but then they had some difficulties come up.
Yeah, they were robbed by wizards.
Yeah. What is it with you and wizards today?
I don't know. It's been a recent thing. It's been like I don't know. I've been a little obsessed with wizards and stuff recently. So
Yeah.
I think that whole world is cool to me.
I mean, is this going to be like an ongoing thing?
Yeah, probably.
For a while.
Probably for a while.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever works for you. But we're gonna try to get a hold of Michelle here in just a minute.
Hold up, wait a minute, put a little love in it. Yeah. Woo! I'm okay. I need to stop.
Yeah. So I'm impressed though with what the museum's doing for us in September.
Dude, that's super cool. I'm glad that we're gonna get to do that there.
Yeah. What do you think about the stage? I mean, we're gonna set up on the stage. We'll have our backdrop up there for the red top pictures.
The red top pictures.
Yeah. Red carpet pictures. It's going to be set up, and we'll just actually be broadcasting live from the stage. And the place seats like 200 people.
Damn.
So I'm pretty sure we won't fill it up during the interviews, but we might fill it up that last day. You never know.
You never know.
But then again, 20 people could show up. So, I mean, it could go either way. But either way, I think we're going to have a good time.
We're going to have a fabulous time.
Do you like the awards?
I love those awards.
Yeah, I do too.
I think they're so cool.
I think they're really cool. They're mason jars. And then they have hashtag TCTP Passion Awards. Mm-hmm. And they look good.
Yeah, I think they're cool.
And the cool thing about it is, you can set it on your mantle just like a regular award, but if you want to use it, you can actually drink out of it.
Exactly. And you had said this to me before, but I think it would be really cool if I started a garden and made some salsa.
Yeah.
And then we got some some different ones, not the Passion Award ones, but we got some different ones. And I put the salsa in the mason jar and be like, boom, this is mine, my salsa, my special salsa that nobody else can make but me.
Yeah. And we could, would you sell it or would we give it away?
I think at first we would give it away because everybody needs to know what it tastes like, right?
And then get people hooked on it.
And then sell it.
And then sell it for $5,000.
Not for $5,000.
$4,000.
Not for $4,000. Not even $3,000 or $2,000, but $1,000.
$1,000 for the Chris Top program salsa.
See, that's how you do business.
Yeah. Or we could just put jelly beans in it.
Yeah, but I can't make jelly beans.
Oh, that's true.
We could put jam. I could make jam.
Yeah.
Wham, bam. That's my jam.
I bet jelly beans wouldn't be that hard to make.
I don't know.
I'm guessing.
I don't know. It's probably not that easy.
Yeah, maybe not. I mean, I don't know if you could find a recipe to make. I'm sure you could. I'm sure somebody's put the recipe on
Booger
YouTube.
flavored jelly beans are a thing. Booger flavored and vomit flavored.
No.
It's true.
Where did you see that?
I saw it, and I did a show about it a long time ago.
Why would anybody buy those kinds of jelly beans?
Just because it's funny.
But
isn't that amusing to you?
Let me offer you a jelly bean. It's vomit
like
flavored.
You could take the booger.
Does it really taste like it?
I don't know. I've never tried
That's just disgusting.
You could take the booger flavored jelly bean and shove it up your nose and be like, "Here, do you want this?" And it could be like the booger could be like special sauce.
Right.
Okay, this is getting really disgusting. So.
It is getting really disgusting.
But I don't really want to stop.
This is the kind of stuff we talk about when we can't get the artist on the show.
This is the kind of stuff we talk about in our daily lives off the air.
Every day.
Off the air, though.
We have to deal.
We are the same. Kind of. We're kind of the same.
We've been watching. It's so funny because at the end of the night, when I get home, I'll piddle around on the computer for a while. We might do some production or whatever. And then when we finally go lay down, it doesn't matter if it's 10 at night or midnight or 2 in the morning, we always usually end up watching an office or two.
Unless it's 5 in the morning. Then
yeah, that's usually the cutoff time.
Yeah. Sometimes 4.
Yeah, and we stay up late like that. I mean,
we do, and it makes me so tired.
But I mean, that's just kind of how we are. We just do stuff late.
We do.
One of the reasons we do recordings and production and stuff late at night is because during the day it can get kind of noisy because we are in an apartment and there might be loud cars going by or loud neighbors or something like that. But pretty soon we won't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
You know what I love?
What?
I love when we're doing a live show and maintenance comes in.
Oh, that's annoying. I hear the doorbell, or I hear the door knocking, and it's knocking, so it's going to be loud as hell.
Yeah, and maintenance is like, they don't stop.
Maintenance!
At first it's just like a, and then if you don't answer, it's like, maintenance! And then like, dude, I'm broadcasting.
They try to open the door.
Yeah, and then the chain catches the door, so it makes even more noise.
Yeah, and then of course, we're doing a show, and I'm the one that gets up and answers the door, so I can't say anything funny. I can't be witty. I have to answer the door for this fool who thinks that it's okay to just come into our apartment whenever he dang well wants.
I wonder if we put one of those on-air signs outside the door if he would come in. Or if he'd be like, oh, they're on the air.
I'll put a sign up that says, don't enter.
I think they would still just come in. I just think that's how they
enter at your own risk.
But then when he comes in and we're in the middle of something, they're really apologetic. They're like, oh, sorry.
Yeah,
sorry.
Whisper, I'm so sorry.
I'm really sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah, what do you want?
They got to think we're weird. I mean, because we do this.
Nobody else does this, I'm sure.
I'm sure they don't. I've always wondered throughout the years because I would do broadcasts or I would do recordings like at 2 or 3 in the morning and I get kind of loud, especially when I have my headphones on. You've told me this.
I know. I can hear you loud and clear.
So I know my neighbors have to think stuff. Especially before you moved in.
Is
when
he
I was
talking
alone.
to himself?
What's he doing? Nobody's talking back. It's just him. What's he doing over there? Somebody call the police.
Somebody call the police.
Get him out of here. He makes me nervous. I was the guy that, he always seemed nice. He was a cool guy, but he talked to himself.
So who knows what he's really doing?
Midnight, 2 in the morning, 4 in the morning, whatever. Sometimes he would scream. But, whatever.
Just don't talk to him.
Yeah, I don't know. So we're going to try to get Michelle on again. Now that we've rambled and totally wasted 14 minutes of your time.
That's the most entertaining stuff sometimes.
It can be sometimes. But anyway, the Passion Awards, if you're curious about that, we're going to play a little promo on that for you. And we'll try to get Michelle on once again. And if we don't get her on, then we'll play Camouflage and we'll call it a day.
All right.
I want to talk to Michelle because I got questions, though.
Yeah, come
so
on.
She better answer the Skype.
Better freaking answer the Skype.
Yeah. TCTP Passion Awards, September 2015. Passion is an intense emotion, a compelling enthusiasm or desire for something.
Not one single artist on this page needs an explanation of the word passion. All of these individuals live it each and every day. Life as they know it revolves around the passions that keep them moving forward and striving to be the best they can at what they love. Passion is contagious, so let's do our part and show these talented people we love what they do and want them to always follow those dreams.
TCTP Passion Award will be given to 5 artists who want it the most. Everyone taking part in the Chris Top Program event at the Clarksville Customs House Museum September 10th, 11th, and 12th may deserve the award, but only 5 will go home with it. The artists are depending on your votes to prove to the world that they can wabba like no one else. Go to thechris.topprogram.com, click on the Events tab, and vote for as many artists as you want once a day. Please vote often, and remember, this is all about spreading awareness of the event. No one has to participate, but who doesn't love a friendly competition from time to time? Good luck.
Everyone is invited to attend the live interviews all 3 days and bring lots of friends. The final day will be full of entertainment, prize drawings, red carpet pictures, thanks to Magnolia Emporium, with your favorite artist, and of course, TCTP Passion Awards. If you cannot attend the interviews in person, please listen on the Chris Top program.
Work on being awesome worldwide with us and our friends at Clarksville Customs House Museum and Magnolia Emporium.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
Mr. Pop.
Take it from the top.
All right, so we're going to play Camouflage by Michelle. If you don't know who Michelle is, Michelle Schultz. I'm going to try to find her information here.
Information.
It's MichelleSchultzMusic.com. You can go there and check out all of her stuff, and I believe that has links to her Twitter, to her Facebook, and all that good stuff. And I'm guessing something may have come up today.
She's fighting wizards. What did I say?
Yeah, that's true. And that's probably more important, I guess, than being on the Chris Top program.
Yeah, she's trying to save the world.
When you're trying to save the world from wizards.
Evil wizards, specifically.
Yes.
Because not all wizards are evil, so they're evil wizards.
Yes.
Evil ones.
But hopefully we'll be able to get her back on the show sometime. Soon, I will.
Yeah.
And catch
Pretty
up with
good.
her and find out what she's doing and all that good
Find
stuff.
out if she won the battle.
Well, I'm assuming if she's on the show with us, then she probably won.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that's a good assumption.
that is a good assumption. So
Yes.
I won't even ask.
Right. But she's been doing this stuff for a long. She's so interesting. She's a classically trained pianist. Did I say that right?
Pianist.
Pianist.
Mhm.
She's got a grade 10 certificate in the Royal Conservatory of Music. I don't even know what that is, but it sounds super important. And she got that when she was 17.
Dang.
Yeah. So it's pretty
So
impressive
she's pretty
stuff.
legit, yeah.
Yeah, she is legit.
Too legit to quit.
See, now people are going to be like, yeah, we don't know. He don't really know her. She's too cool for Chris Top to know. They're not going to believe me now.
Well, I mean, she's, like I said, she's fighting, so
Yeah.
it's not that you're not cool enough. It's just she's got
Right.
things to do.
I'm probably not cool enough, though. But Ruza says she loves salsa.
Ooh, I'll make some for her.
Yeah. Are you going to charge her $1,000? Or
No,
because she's our friend.
I'm gonna give it to her for free.
Wait, whoa. Well, we gave her a T-shirt.
Well, maybe I'll also give her some salsa.
Okay.
Hey, I'm the one that's gonna be pouring my blood, sweat, and tears into
Yeah.
this garden and making it.
Ruza won a WABA award,
She sure did.
actually. And we still need a picture of her with the WABA award.
Yeah, selfie, Ruza.
So, Ruza, when you get a chance, take your selfie with the WABA award and we'll put it up on the website.
Yes.
Link it to your Twitter.
Twitter.
Yeah, because people like to put faces with who win the award. And she won the award for being the biggest Chris Top program fan.
Mhm.
Yeah.
She a boss.
Yeah. And she's also the engineer of love.
She is the of love. Ooh la la, mon chéri. Why did I go there?
And Ruza says she loves you. I guess because you're giving her free salsa.
Yay, I love you too, Rosa.
In the Chris Top program mason jar.
Yeah.
It looks so cool. If you haven't seen it yet, go to the Facebook page and take a look at it. It's also on the Twitter if you want to check that out. And if you go to thechris.program.com, we've got convenient links right down there at the bottom for the Twitter and the Facebook. And you can just click. And Ruza said she's going to send that when she gets home.
There you go.
So we'll be complete.
Yeah.
Ruza completes us.
Oh, yay, she does.
But this is Michelle Schultz, Camouflage, on the Chris Top program.
Sometimes I think about tomorrow. Will you come out from behind that shadow? I'll realize, don't know enough about you. I will adapt, 'cause you're killing me with the made-up story, building walls all around your worry. Trust in me, I will blow your cover, whatever, we'll tear it all down. Oh, there are days that I don't know who you are. Are you lost in the pieces of your broken heart? Won't let down your guard, won't come out of the dark. You don't have to hide behind your camouflage. Took my time, and just a few months later won you over. Taking off the layers, showing me that you're not so different. Whatever, haha, we're two of a kind. Oh, there are days that I don't know who you are. Are you lost in the pieces of your broken heart? Won't let down your guard, won't come out of the dark. You don't have to hide behind your camouflage. Take off your disguises, there will be no surprises. Baby, baby, I don't know who you are. You're so lost in the pieces of your broken heart. Won't let down your guard, won't come out of the dark. You don't have to hide behind your camouflage. Behind your camouflage. Won't let down your guard, won't come out of the dark. You don't have to hide behind your camouflage. I don't know who you are behind your camouflage. Yeah.
All right, that's Michelle Schultz, Camouflage, on the Chris Top program. I wonder if we just got the times mixed up, because I know there's a 2-hour time difference.
Maybe.
So she'll probably be like Skyping me like crazy, like in an hour or two from now, and being like, "Where are you at? I'm so am I late? What's going? Or where are you at?" I don't know. But I hated that we missed her, because I think it would have been lots of fun to have her on the show.
We'll have to schedule her for another time.
Yep. It could be a while though, because it's gonna be pretty busy around these parts.
Around these
The
parts.
next 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, sure.
The move and
Sure
the
is.
event and setting up the studio, and then trying to find time just to relax too in there somewhere. And we got to make ourselves do it, because
We
once
don't, we'll be crazy.
yeah, because once I get started on stuff, I don't like to stop till it's done, and I kind of make myself mad sometimes, So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But we got to schedule time to relax.
Yes.
We never even got to see frickin' Ant-Man.
I know, that makes me angry.
It makes me angry too.
Because I really wanted to see it.
And the Fantastic Four's coming out.
And Maze Runner 2. is coming
Yeah,
out.
just all kinds of movies we want to see, but we got to get stuff for the house too, so we're going to be on a budget. Yeah, I know. But we got all kinds of cool artwork. Like we got Tegan's guitar to put up in the studio, and we've got just all these signed posters and pictures and CDs and stuff that we can put up, and just we'll get that big poster from Alessandra with her in that red dress. We'll put up in there. So lots of cool stuff, and the signed autograph, or the signed WABA T-shirt that we have, and then we have the people that were actually performed at the event at the WABA Awards. We've got that picture to put up. So I mean, lots of cool stuff. Lots of good discussion pieces.
Yeah.
To put up in there. And you never know. I mean, when we have artists on the show, they might give us some more stuff to put on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
It'll sort of like, it'll be like the physical wobble wall.
Ooh, dude.
Yeah. And we'll have like the banner, that we'll have up in there, and then we've got the backdrop where we can take pictures. It's going to be so interactive. I mean, once we have the studio, right now we pretty much tweet and we Facebook, and the broadcast goes out on iHeart and Stitcher and the ChrisTopProgram.com, Spreaker, and that's about the extent of it. But when we have the studio and we have live interviews, not just at events, but in our home studio, then we'll be able to video it. We'll also be able to take pictures during the broadcast, and pictures in front of the backdrop and stuff like that after the broadcast, and on top of the actual program. So there's just all kinds of different ways people can enjoy the Chris Top program. And I think that's just really cool, and I think it sort of takes us to a new level, I believe. And we're getting this equipment, and the sound quality is just going to get better all the time. And I think we're pretty good already. But we're just going to hit that level, kind of like Alessandra taking voice lessons. We'll be adding to the whole mix. So I don't know. It's pretty cool, I think.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
Yeah, I just heard a beep. And I think Michelle thought it was at 7 p.m.
Oops.
Yeah, so we had it backwards.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to type her real quick. Can you come on now? Because right now we're rambling. I was actually about ready to stop the show, but if we can get her on for a few minutes, then that'll be cool. So we'll see. She's responding.
I guess she's done with the wizard battle. So.
She says she can if we give her 2 minutes. So.
Well, sorry.
Sorry, we're gonna give you 1 minute. That's it. That's all you get, Schultz. That's all you get. So we'll give her 2 minutes. I guess we could play something now. We could keep rambling.
I don't know what to say now. I'm kind of all set out.
Okay. All right. I know something we can play, because I think once Michelle hears this, she may not even want to be on the show, because this could possibly...
Are you playing the rap?
Yeah, this could possibly outdo
the Mother Earth
Camouflage. Rap? No, this is Bounce.
Bounce! Bounce! Oh,
yeah.
I love Bounce.
And this is a Chris Top program original. You don't get to hear entertainment like this just anywhere.
Music that will change your soul.
Is my music life-changing? Yeah. Yes, it is life-changing. It will make people do great things, possibly even fly.
I mean, this guy is a world-famous broadcaster, and next thing we know, he's hanging with T-Pain out in the green room. This guy don't stop.
No, this guy can't afford to stop. There are too many women out there that need to feel empowered, and that's what my music does.
The vocals, nobody can touch it. Lyrically, it's almost like it was written by Moses.
No, it's not just about booties bouncing. It's about life. It's about death. It's about every single thing we take for granted.
For me, it's about love and harmony.
The greatest song of all time? I don't know.
Booties Bounce is the greatest song of all time!
Yeah, Chris Top in the house. Dorks of the world unite, y'all. Oh, yeah, boy. Here we go. I like to watch them booties bounce, them booties bounce. Oh, I like to watch them booties bounce, 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 bounce. I like to watch them booties bounce, them booties bounce, 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 bounce. Oh yeah, dorks of the world unite. Life is good. Peace out.
But that's the thing about Chris Top. He wasn't just a one-trick pony.
Obviously, Booties Bounce was a #1 hit for me. That put a lot of pressure on me going back into the studio.
How can someone write 2 songs to end all songs? It's not even possible.
Well, I wanted the second song to be totally different, but I wanted it to be equally as empowering.
I would set myself on fire and jump off a building for Chris Top.
Oh yeah, I love the fans. They're the reason I do what I do. After months and months in the studio, we finally came out with it, our second #1 hit.
Yeah. Yo, this is Chris Top in the house. Laying down the smack for the second time. That's right, my bitches. This one's called Boobies Bounce. Yeah, here we go. I like to watch them boobies bounce. Them boobies bounce, bounce, bounce. I like to watch them boobies bounce. I like to watch them boobies bounce, 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 bounce. I like to watch them boobies bounce. Them boobies bounce. I like to watch them boobies bounce, 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 bounce. Those of the world unite, yo, yo. I'm out.
Thanks to Chris Top, women around the world are not afraid to let their boobies bounce.
It's really cool. I'll walk into a club somewhere and people just start singing the lyrics to me. I don't even know how they memorized them that fast.
Boobies bounce.
Do I feel like a god? No, I don't.
Chris Top is a god.
Oh yeah, I'll absolutely go back to broadcasting. But for now, I just want to enjoy the limelight.
And watch your booties bounce.
This has been a Chris Top production.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program. Take it from the top.
So are you more excited about
Booties bounce or boobies bounce?
No, about the interviews that we're going to be doing at the CMA Fest, not CMA Fest, but at the River Fest. Are you more excited about the interviews or about the performances the last day?
Well,
I mean, they're all cool, so I mean, you're not going to hurt my feelings either way.
gosh, well, they're performances, I guess, for two different reasons.
Okay, what are they?
I want to see everybody perform, and I'm excited to perform myself. So.
Because you're going to be doing a piece of Harvey, a piece
Yep.
from Harvey, and then we've got singers, we've got poets.
I can't wait to hear those poets.
That's going to be fun.
Yeah.
We're going to be doing interviews with some of the Roxy performers. I don't think they're coming back to perform any on the last day, well, yeah, they're not, but we might be able to get them to do something during the broadcast.
Maybe.
You never know. But it's going to be cool because we're sort of taking a leap and we're getting away from just the total music and doing some other stuff. So we got Michelle calling us here. Hey, Michelle.
Hey.
Hello?
How are you?
Can you hear me this time?
I can
Yeah,
hear
we can
you
hear you.
perfectly.
Thank God. That's been happening to me the last few times I've been using Skype, so I must be doing something wrong.
It's probably just something in your settings, something that you're like, oh, I can't believe that. It's probably just something silly.
But I didn't change anything, so it must have changed on its own, which is not cool.
Yeah, but at least you got it on your phone now, and you sound great.
But you know what
All
I
right,
think?
excellent.
I think computers are taking over the world, so
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
that's why.
They're turning against us.
They are. It's like the Terminator.
So we got about 15 minutes left. We've already played Camouflage. Love the song.
Thank you.
Well, you're welcome. And I guess my biggest question for you is when is the new music coming out? Are you working on anything yet?
I've been doing a lot of writing. I've probably got, between 30 and 50 songs that I can choose between for my next single, but it's just a matter of finding the perfect one. So I'm hoping to be releasing a song sometime in the fall or winter, possibly January. So it's all about timing, right? I can't be releasing a fun summer song in January.
Sure.
So it's just right now it's just a work in progress, but hopefully in the next month or two I'll kind of know a little more of what's going on.
So we're in the loop now. We're pretty tight now, right?
Absolutely.
All right. So can we be like one of the first to hear your new songs before they come out?
Of course, yes.
Oh, sweet. See, again, I feel special. I do.
You should.
Yeah.
I feel very special to be on the show. So I mean, it's only fair that I pay you guys back.
Well, we love you to death. We've been stalking you a little bit and checking out your sites and listening to Camouflage, and just immediately. I mean, sometimes, a lot of times, probably most of the time, songs have to actually grow on me a little bit before I like them. But this was just instantly a song that we just started digging right away.
Really? Oh, yay.
Yeah. Now, you wrote Camouflage, is that right?
It kind of started, I started writing it probably almost 2 years ago now, on my own. And then I showed it to a producer and he went, there's something here. And I went, all right. But he's like, but it needs some more work. So then I started branching out to other songwriters, and I brought a couple on board with me, and they really took the song from like point A to point B. Mm-hmm. It changed like crazy, and I'm so happy with the final outcome.
Well, good, and I'm excited. Now, are you just doing singles? Are there any or is there talk of an EP in the future, or maybe a full album?
I definitely like to release another single before I start venturing off into doing EPs. Mm-hmm. I'm really Camouflage was sort of my first attempt at like the pop country sort of thing, and so I just really want to run with it for a little while and just see how it's catching on and if people are liking it, and if they're demanding more, then I got to do what I got to do.
Sure. What kind of response have you been getting about Camouflage?
So far, so good. I mean, opinions are like belly buttons. Everyone has one, right? Sure. But for the most part, it's been positive. I'm getting some airplay in Canada, mostly in the secondary markets. Just waiting. Some of the major stations are interested, but I'm just kind of waiting on it at this point. Mm-hmm. And then I've been getting airtime from, the Iceman and the UK Countdown, Spectrum Radio. So it made it all the way to number 1 there, actually, just this past week. So I mean,
that's exciting.
People must like it, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now, where are you at right now?
You mean geographically?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm in Vancouver, BC.
Okay, so do you ever get a chance to come down to Nashville, or is that in the future for you?
Definitely in the near future. I'd love to get down there. Mm-hmm. I think I kind of miss the beautiful summer, though, now, if I don't get down there in the next couple weeks.
Right. Well, what you should do, I'm not telling you what to do, but it would be really cool if you could come down during the CMA Fest.
Oh, yeah. No, that would definitely be that's on the to-do list. Not sure this year, next year, but mm-hmm. soon. Well, I really want to do a writing trip to Nashville and just, go there for a week, come back with 20 new songs, and hopefully have something for recording and such too.
Yeah, Nashville's a great city for that. I mean, there are all kinds of people willing to write with you, and you probably already have connections there, I bet.
I know a couple of people down there, but I definitely need to branch out and make more connections for sure. Mm-hmm.
Well, we do a little thing every year at BB King's where we have like live interviews set up, and then we have an award ceremony at the end and stuff like that. So, if things come together and you can make it out next June, let me know.
Oh, absolutely. I'll start planning for it right now.
Yeah, we would love to have you on the show live. We can get pictures of you on the red carpet and do the interview and all kinds of fun stuff. It's just cool. It makes us. It's 3 days out of the year that we feel cool. So it's.
You should always feel cool.
Well, we're.
Chris is way cool.
We're works in progress. We really, really are.
I'll never be cool, but Chris is cool.
we try so hard.
Well, I like you guys.
Thanks, we like you too. Really sweet.
Are you fangirling, Chris?
No.
Fangirling?
No, I'm not. I would never do that. Never do that. But no, your sound is great. We love Camouflage, and you've got some good pictures too. I mean, you look beautiful in all of your pictures.
Shucks. Blush over here.
Now, who does your pictures?
I mostly work with a local photographer named Derek Stevens. Mm-hmm. He does a lot of weddings and engagement shoots, and he does live stuff in terms of dance and sports too. So he's all over the place, and so he's always willing to kind of try out some new ideas with me, and any mm-hmm. crazy idea I have, he's all for it. So he's a great person to work with, super super down to earth.
Yeah, I mean they look fun. You look really pretty. I love the one by the train.
Oh yeah, that one. That one was by a different photographer a couple of years ago now. Mm-hmm. Her name was Binny Ball. I think she moved up to Prince George, which is about 7 hours away from me. So mm-hmm. I can't envision working with her too much in the future, but
right.
You never know.
And then you got the sex appeal on the one where you're laying on the ground and then the broken records around you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so she got all sexified on that one. Right?
I got angry.
Got angry and broke some records. I wouldn't want to be within 50 feet of you because you look like you would rip my throat out. But I mean, it's sexy too.
I think I'm a nice person, but I do have my moments where I get a little upset. And
right.
The band jokes about my death glare, like I give them death stare, And there'd be times where we'd be in the vehicle together, and they'd say something, and they could like feel the death stare through the back of their seat.
That's how you do it. I think that's perfect.
Now, do you get an opportunity to do a lot of live performances?
You know what? The summer's been pretty busy. Lots of different festivals and just events and even bar gigs. But the winter and the fall do kind of calm down for the country scene around here. Mm-hmm. So it'll be more back to writing and recording, and then hopefully some more performances again. Just a lot of performances kind of get crammed into a 3-4 month span around here.
Well, it's kind of cool because it gives you that time to write and perfect your stuff and produce new music. So I guess it kind of works out.
Yeah, it's really hard to do everything all at once. So it was kind of, because I was doing a lot of writing up until about May, and then between May and now, I've written a couple tunes here and there wherever I can kind of squeeze them in, but nothing compared to what I was doing before. So I really had to take a break to focus on the live aspects of my music.
Now, do you do most of your performances with the band, or do you do solo stuff as well?
It's kind of been, well, no, I never really perform alone. It's always a guitar player or someone with me. Mm-hmm. But most of it's been full bands at this point.
Now, do you have one specific band that you play with all the time, or do you just sort of put it together as you go?
There have been about 4 players that I've really relied on this summer, and they've been great, always available to rehearse, and they were able to do most of the shows. There have been a couple of times where I've reached out to other players, depending on the situation and kind of what I was in need of, mm-hmm. and branched out to them. But it's always good to know multiple players so that if one of my star 4 players can't be there, I can still call someone else in to fill in the spot and do the gig.
Yeah. Now, don't hold back on this question. When you reach that pinnacle in your career, when you know you've made it, and you've got like screaming fans and people wanting your autograph, I mean, is that kind of what you envision, or what is your idea of reaching that point in your musical career?
I mean, having people singing along with your songs is like the most amazing feeling ever. When we did my camouflage release party and I could see people singing along, like that was just such a great feeling. Mm-hmm. And of course I'd love to reach that point, but I mean, it's all, everything happens for a reason, and it's kind of, it's just whatever happens from this point out. I do the music for myself. I do it because I enjoy writing and singing and playing live. And if, there's people out there who are interested in following my career, great. If not, I mean, there's nothing I can do about that. Mm-hmm. But I'm just content with playing live music. If people want to hire me and pay me and hear me sing, that is a great start for me.
It's like a bonus, isn't it? Because you're already doing what you love.
Exactly, and it doesn't feel like work. It's fun, and at the end of the day, if I get a paycheck, it's a big bonus. But it's definitely my release and my escape from reality.
Well, I love the fact that you're so humble about it, and I hope that doesn't change. And you got to promise me something when you do reach that pinnacle and you're playing, like say in Nashville at LP Stadium, or maybe at the Grand Ole Opry or the Ryman or someplace like that. That we get some backstage passes.
Yes.
Well, if I get there.
When?
Okay. Well, okay. I don't want to sound full of myself, but when I get there, I will definitely make sure you guys have backstage passes.
Sweet. See, we got to take care of ourselves too. Mm-hmm. Now, Ruse is in the chat. She says, Michelle, you're really pretty and your voice is just amazing.
Aw, thank you.
So you've got a fan. Now, I was going to ask you. If you had an opportunity to sit down and have a cup, do you like coffee?
Sometimes. I like lattes.
Latte. Okay, so if you had a chance to sit down and have a latte with anybody, and this could be anybody that's living, anybody that's dead, throughout history, doesn't matter, who would this person be? And you've only got 5 minutes.
Like a live musician, or like a musician, or just anyone in the world?
Anybody. It could be Charlie Brown. I don't even care.
Wow, that's a hard question. I never even thought of that.
It is a hard question.
Honestly, I'd love to sit down with someone like Carrie Underwood or Miranda Lambert, just to hear about their journey of how they got to where they are. Mm-hmm. And because I know that it's not an easy journey, and they make it look easy, but I know it wasn't easy. Mm-hmm. And so I'd love to just pick their brain and see what they did and how they got there and what worked for them.
Yeah, and now let me give you a hypothetical.
Okay.
Say you're in Nashville, and you have the opportunity to go into a recording studio, and then say the president of some big company walks in. He listens to your stuff, and he says this, you're really pretty, you got a pretty good voice, but you're just not going to make it. You just need to go back home because you're not fit for Nashville. How would you react to something like that?
Oh, it doesn't kill you, makes you stronger, right?
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
Absolutely.
Boom, bam.
I'd be like, well, thank you for your opinion and for your feedback. And, you have to take certain things with a grain of salt. I mean, if he's the president of some big recording company, he's obviously doing something right.
Mm-hmm.
But just because he says no, someone else might say yes. And you just have to, someone once told me, just keep knocking on doors till one of them opens, right?
Right. And
so, no, I wouldn't pack up and leave like he's suggesting. I just refine maybe what I'm doing and keep going.
Sweet. And the business is tough, and you're right, and you're going to get so many more no's than yeses. So I always look for good advice, on stuff like that. And it's important not to give up, because I mean, when people are in Nashville, it's like one of the toughest places you can be, is when you're trying to make it. But at the same time, it's the place to be, because if you make it in Nashville, then you're doing pretty darn good. And my feelings on that, if somebody comes to Nashville to write music or perform or both, if they can make it in the city for a year, then they're good. They're golden. Yeah, and that's sort of the cutoff, because a lot of people will just turn back around and go back home, after a couple of months. So it's a big deal when you can get gigs in Nashville at a BB King's or at the Bluebird or someplace like that, because it's Nashville. I mean, every time you turn around, somebody is singing on the street, or your waiter is in the process of writing the next hit song, or something. So I mean, the competition's fierce, but at the same time, it's a great city, as far as networking goes and getting together people and writing and stuff like that. So I don't know.
I definitely like to visit soon. I don't know if I'd pick up and move there right now, just because I don't feel like I've exhausted all my resources in Vancouver yet.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't met all the musicians. I haven't talked to all the producers, or gone to the labels. So once I feel like I've exhausted everything here, then I think that would be my opportunity to move.
Sure. Now this could be a tough question. All right, so
they've all been tough up till now.
So you might want to take
a. You guys are making me think.
Oh. So you might want to take a deep breath and sit down if you're not sitting down.
All right.
Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, so we're friends no matter what, right?
We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see.
That's a good answer. If you could have any superhero power, what would it be?
The ability to read people's minds. What's really going on in their heads.
Now, are you sure? Because my feelings on that, like if I could read everybody's mind, I don't know if I have any friends left.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, then you know who your true friends are.
Right.
That's very true.
And you can call them out and be like, I know what you were just thinking.
They wouldn't want to hang around with you anymore.
Well, no, they're just going to have to be really careful.
But see, I like you because I can automatically tell that you've got a good heart, and you really do want something to come of this, and I think that you're willing to do the work and put in the time to make this stuff happen. So we've got some pretty high expectations for you. Yeah, so I want to hear new music. I want to hear what you're up to next and stuff like that. So if I want to stalk you, how do I do it? Like, where do I go?
I think my Facebook page is the most up to date.
Mm-hmm.
I do update my website pretty frequently too, or Twitter as well. But I'm honestly pretty bad at social media.
Mm-hmm.
So one of my next steps might be to get like a publicist or someone that can run it.
There you go.
But we're Twitter buddies for life, right? You and me?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so we're good. Okay.
What was that question that you said we might not be friends after?
Oh, that was a superhero question. I was just trying to frighten you.
Yeah, he was just being a goofball.
Oh, I was like, that wasn't that bad.
Yeah, I was just trying to scare you. That's all.
Well, it worked.
I like making people nervous. I know I shouldn't.
Yeah, you shouldn't. That's
bad. Things interesting, right?
Right, but we try to keep it as laid back as we can, and we just like to get to know you. And people can go to your website and read your biography and find out what you're doing as far as music goes, but people and fans, they want to feel up close and personal, and it's nice to ask some questions that are a little different sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
No, for sure.
Yeah,
those are fun questions. I can't say I've done an interview with those kind of questions before.
Yeah, it's good to peel back the layers and find out who Michelle Schultz really is. I think.
That's a line from my song.
Yeah. Well, hey. Oh, shoot. I don't know if I should ask this or not.
Okay, well...
Say what you want to say. Do it.
Now, okay, so we're close enough now where you can just be like, Chris, shut up. Okay?
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And don't be nervous about this one. It's just one of those questions you can answer it if you want to, but you don't have to if you don't want to. As far as like your... Okay, let me ask you.
I know what you're gonna ask.
Well, I know you know because you're my co-host. But do you have a relationship going on right now? Are you involved with anybody, or are you just strictly about your music?
No, I have a boyfriend.
Okay, now is he really supportive?
He is. He comes out to as many shows as he can, and anytime I've got a new song that I've started writing, he always wants to hear it. So yeah, I'd say he's doing pretty good.
Well, that's good, and it takes a special person, I think, to be in a relationship with somebody in the music industry, just because of, I guess, the attention that you get, and then the time that you have to spend away from them, and maybe the alone time working on your craft.
Yeah, he's really patient. Like, he's got his own stuff going on, and I've got my music, and so if I need the evening off to songwrite, or if I've got a gig, he isn't the type of person to be like, oh man, again, or
right.
You never spend any time with me. It's not like that.
That's good. That's good.
Those type of guys are so annoying.
Yeah.
Well, that's good, and you need that because I've talked to so many people that they put their music first, and they either refuse to have a relationship, or their partner has to know that the music does come first, and that is and will always be their first love. Now, I guess in this situation, does he know you put it first, or do you kind of put it second for him?
You know what? I think I'm just really good at keeping a balance between, work, music, friends, relationships. Like, I definitely prioritize. Like, if I have a songwrite tomorrow, then I'm not going to go out with my friends if I need to prepare something for that.
Sure, and they're all very understanding and supportive.
Yeah,
good.
And I think it's just really important to maintain a balance, because you can really start to drive yourself crazy if you don't. And if you're just sitting there working on a song and the ideas aren't coming to you, and you just feel like you've got this lack of inspiration, well then it's good to have be like, oh, let's go for a coffee or something like that, right? And something will come to you later. So I wouldn't say, like, music's definitely it's a huge priority, and it's definitely up there, but I can't really say what comes first, what comes second. Like, it all comes first.
Ah, gotcha.
Does that make sense?
It does make sense. And this is great advice for people that are, going to go back and listen, and maybe they're in a situation where they're having to juggle stuff around and that kind of thing. And it's always nice to hear that somebody's in the same boat. Yeah, and that's what I love about, I guess, music in general, because when somebody writes a song that I can connect with, then it's just nice to know that somebody's been through that situation.
Yeah.
It's relatable.
I hope that's what kind of what my goal was with Camouflage, is that getting to know someone is always kind of a tricky process, and getting them to come out from their camouflage and not hide behind stuff. And I hope that people can really identify with that idea.
Yeah, and I loved your video. It was so simply shot, but it was so much fun, because a lot of artists will release, like, just the lyric video, but you kind of released a video and the lyrics, and it was so much fun to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we were, originally it was just going to be a lyric video, and then, we didn't know what to do for the background, and so Christine, who shot the video, she's like, why don't we just get some live footage of you singing in the background? It doesn't have to be complicated. And I'm like, you know what, let's do it. Let's go for it. Mm-hmm. So I'd still call it a lyric video. If I had to do a full-out video, like, I had lots of ideas, but the budget just wasn't there for me, unfortunately.
Well, sure. Well, you got to do what you got to do, especially in the beginning, but you did it very well. It doesn't look cheap or anything like that. It's a fun video to watch.
Thank you. I'm glad.
So if people want to see it, I guess they can go to YouTube and see it, or do you have it up on your website as well?
It's on my website, and it's on YouTube, and I've got random links posted on Twitter and stuff, so I think I have the link in my bio on Instagram too. I can't even remember. It's everywhere.
Okay. And Ruza reminded me in the chat, she says that I need to ask you for a dorky picture.
Yes.
So I need a dorky picture of you so we can post it on our wall on the website, and then we'll link it to your Twitter.
Well, I kind of had a dorky one with my bass player from August 12th that's posted on my Facebook. I've got my tongue out. I don't know if that would work for you.
Yeah, I may just rip that one off.
Yeah, there you go.
But it's nice. It's nice to know that people, no matter what they do, they can just be a dork. In other words, just be themselves. I think, and just have fun with who they are. So, and that's sort of the message behind the show. I think a lot is just just be okay in your own skin and just focus on the stuff that you love.
Those are good words.
Yeah, life's kind of short. To focus on other stuff, right?
Yeah. So true. Yeah, so true.
Yeah.
Someone told me that the older you get, the faster the days go by, and that is so true, and I hate it.
It is. I mean, it's just like lightning fast, just all the time. And I know you stay busy. I know you're always doing stuff. So I'm sure you probably look back after a month at a time and think, man, where'd the time go?
Pretty much. Not enough hours in the day for me.
Mm-hmm. But you're focused on what you love doing, and that's an inspiration right there in itself. And I think a lot of young women and young guys that are wanting to get into the business are probably going to look up to you and maybe follow in some of your footsteps already.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
so that's good, and I think you're a positive role model too.
Thank you.
And I think that's important. But anyway, did we cover everything, or is there something else you want us to to bring up, or are we pretty good?
I think we're good. I just, I hope that I'm sad that I missed the beginning and all the technical issues, but
it's fine. It's fine.
I'd love if people would watch my video first off. I'm trying to get to 1,000 hits in the next week or so, and then if they'd be kind enough to purchase it on iTunes, as all of that will be going towards the recording of my next song.
I was going to ask you about that. So, okay, can they get a physical copy too, or is it just available on iTunes?
It's just on iTunes right now. I think once I have 2 or 3 singles, then I can start kind of selling them physically as a CD, or when my EP does come out, hopefully sometime next year. But right now, it's just the iTunes download.
Okay. Now, do you have any merchandise at all? Like if somebody wants an autograph or anything like that, or is that available yet?
Yes. Well, I actually just posted today that because I've got Michelle Schultz t-shirts. They say "Keep calm and sing along."
Oh, cool.
That's pretty cool.
And then they've got my logo on the back, and then I've got Michelle Schultz mugs. They're white with a black inside and pink writing on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm selling those for $7.50 Canadian. Which is probably very cheap for the Americans.
Mm-hmm.
And that sale is going on probably just for the rest of summer, so if anyone's interested. And I've got keychains too.
Oh, cool. And all that's going to help you produce your next single?
Yes, it's all going towards the next single.
Okay, so that's really important, guys. So make sure you get out there and you support her. You download her music from iTunes. You buy her coffee mugs or T-shirts, whatever she's got, because I want to hear new music. And what do you need to say, Allie, about that?
Yeah, it's so easy for people to go out there and just take them from YouTube and other places
illegally.
Illegally,
stuff. Yeah.
That's a big no because she wants to keep making music, and to be able to do that, she's got to get funds from her other stuff. So buy her music. Purchase it on iTunes. It's not that expensive.
Right.
Go skip your coffee and buy this music. And if
one
you
cup
don't,
of coffee.
1 cup.
Yep, that's
it. Now.
I think that people, if they're not in the industry, they just don't understand how expensive it all is. The recording, the getting merchandise made, and getting graphic designers to design your websites, and putting your song on iTunes costs money, and taking it to radio costs money. Like, everything costs money.
Exactly.
But people don't get that. They're like, oh.
Well,
that can't be that bad.
anytime you have something new or a new single that comes out, you just let us know. We'll get you on the show, and we'll play it. We won't charge you a dime.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect.
Now, Allie needs to finish her spill.
I had to finish.
It's my favorite. Oh, it's my favorite part. Okay, go ahead.
If I catch you stealing music, I will hunt you down.
Oh, we are so going to get the cops called on us.
Oh, well.
That was so loud.
Oh, well.
It's like the 3rd time this week. It's horrible.
Oh, well.
The
cops weren't really called.
I'm in my boxers, too. It's going to be embarrassing, the handcuffs.
Chris.
I know. Okay, so when you do live performances and things like that, do you have a schedule posted on your website?
Yes.
Okay.
And you'll see my the 3 upcoming just on the right side of the website. And then if you actually click on other events, then you'll see everything else. But I think I've only got stuff posted until October right now anyway.
Okay. And just keep next June in mind. If you can work something out and be there, because we would love to see you.
That sounds like a great idea and definitely realistic goal. So we should talk more.
Yeah, and it's a great way to network too with other artists, because we'll have all kinds of artists there, and I'm sure you'd make a lot of great friends, and it's just a good opportunity, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
And we're being greedy because we would just like to have you there live, for an interview. So I mean,
I'm okay with that.
But yeah, check out some of the venues, for sure, and put your application in. You might make enough off the gigs and stuff to pay for the trip.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
For sure. Okay, well, we had such a good time getting to know you, and I got to admit, when we couldn't get you on the show in the beginning, I was like kind of discouraged because we've been talking back and forth for a few weeks now, and I was like, man, I really wanted to ask her some questions. So I'm really glad that we worked it out and got you on for sure. Mm-hmm. But you're in the loop. You're part of the family now. Anytime, you just let us know.
All right. Well, thank you so much for having me. And again, I'm sorry about the technical issues and my ability to not tell time.
You're fine. You're fine. But thank you all so much for listening. And I promise you this. We do not, nor will we ever take any of you for granted, because there's a million other things you could be doing. But guess what? You chose to listen to us. Makes us feel pretty darn good. So until we broadcast again, and that's going to actually be next Thursday, we've got Stephanie Maybe on the show. So tune in for that. It's going to be the last one that we do in the lavish studio apartment before we're in the lavish home studio. So that's some exciting stuff coming up. So until we broadcast again, please remember this. Life is good, and we're gone.
Maybe dark things might be looking grim. I guess it's time